She called 911, thought someone was trying to break in her home. Sonya Massey let the two responding officers in and asked them not to hurt her. You could tell that she was in mental distress.
No human being deserved that.
She had a boiling pot of water going. Deputies said she might want to take it off the stove.
Okay, I'm sorry.
End up shooting her in the head.
And worse, as she gasped for breath, they waited to render aid.
We're here to say enough is enough.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. It's video extremely difficult to watch. 1 a.m., July 6th, 4th of July weekend. 36-year-old Sonya Massey, she was at home in Springfield, Illinois, about a few hours south of Chicago, when she reported hearing someone in and around her home. So she calls 911. Two Sangamon County Sheriff's deputies, they show up, they case the perimeter. They don't find anyone. So as they continue their investigation, Massey lets those deputies inside her home. It's a move that you think would help ease her nerves because they were there to protect her. But that wasn't the case.
All right, folks, we're going to be talking about a tragedy today on today's episode. I appreciate you guys coming to Inside the Culture podcast right here on YouTube. Man, going to be talking about Miss Sonya Massey today. Rest in peace to this young lady. You guys have seen this all day on your timeline. I seen it for the first time this morning. And what I seen in that video was just egregious. What I seen in that video was uncalled for and an act of violence and murder. And anybody else that look at that video and try to justify with this police officer, well now ex-police officer, who is currently locked up with no bail, they got that part right. But if anybody is trying to justify what this police officer did to this young black lady, I think you should just get off the internet and not talk to anybody, because what I seen in that video was malpractice. What I seen in that video was just not having anything to do with police training. I seen a personal vendetta against a woman, a black woman, based upon what she said to him, and based upon her having boiling water on the stove. And this coward, which that's what we're going to call him, this coward took it upon himself to let her know that she's going to be shot in the fucking head. And before he even done that, he already had his hand on his weapon. And if you look at that entire video, it seemed as if they were getting along pretty good. And then the cop mentions the boiling water. And she basically said, I rebuke you. I rebuke you. Some words. And, I'm sorry, boiling water that she took off of the stove. And you continue to shoot this lady in the head. Now, gun versus boiling water. Not just gun versus boiling water, but already ready to go. And I said, I'm going to shoot you in the fucking head. This woman lost her life based upon a phrase that a lot of black women and men utter. In the name of Jesus, I rebuke you. Now, I don't know who she was talking about or what she was talking about. I don't know. But what I do know is whatever she was talking about or whoever she was talking to was far from what she got. She did not deserve what she received from said phrase. We see time and time again of these cases, man. And I don't know if we're getting desensitized to it, sort of like the rappers. We're watching our rappers get murdered and shot down in the street. Nipsey Hussle, we've seen this Nipsey Hussle die, and the man come kick him after he's dead. We've seen this. These little kids see this. It's been over 10 years since Trayvon Martin, and we didn't see that, but we did see his dead body. We did see his dead body. We heard the phone call of Zimmerman, and it just goes to show you that they think we came a long way, right? And you would think that the cops would think twice about pulling their weapon and just straight shooting. But that's not what we're getting. We're getting more and more of this. Now, to the pundits, I do understand that it's less than 1% black people getting murdered by the hands of police officers. I understand it. I understand that more white people get murdered by the hands of police officers, because a lot of pundits like to put that out there, and I do agree. It is a fact. But we have to understand the context of the black people who do get murdered by the cops. And I ain't say shot. I ain't say, justly taken out. I didn't say that. No, I'm talking about murder, straight up murder. George Floyd was murdered. Walter Scott was murdered. A lot of these people were murdered. But we, as a country, as a people, are stuck in this rut of what to do about it. We got a George Floyd bill that's trying to get passed, and they're rubbing their fingers and dragging their feet, and they're not trying to get that thing passed. Now, would that stop all of this senseless murder? No, probably won't. But it's something the country will be telling the rest of the country, or our government will be telling the country that we're understanding of what's going on and we're putting things into play. Civil Rights Act just said you can't do this anymore. And that's just something that's on the books that we can use later to cite, to reference. But we have nothing to reference right now. It's, I was scared of some boiling water. And if you heard the guy at the end, the coward, oh man, it almost touched my feet too. And then he called her a crazy bitch after he didn't render aid. I don't care if you shot her in the head or not. You didn't render any aid. You didn't even attempt to try to stop the bleeding, anything. If you know she's going to die, cool. That's cool. Let nature take its course with that. But you, as a police officer, if you're going to shoot someone, you now need to get them help. His partner went to go get the kit, but he said, "No, don't worry about it. She's gone anyway." And then subsequent go out the door, all of his police officer friends are looking at him like, "I don't rock with you on this." They look like, "I don't rock with you on this." And he still continues to say, "That bitch was crazy." Yeah, she may have been crazy. She may have been boiling water. She may have rebuked you. But that did not give you the right to take her life like that. And then tell her what's going to happen before it happened. I'm going to shoot you in the fucking head. That's all I'm going to really say on this, man. I just wanted to get up here and give my thoughts. I may do another video about it. I might do a live about it. Have people call in. Y'all let me know if that's what you want. But appreciate you guys coming to the video today. You're going to see a lot of videos like this in the next coming days. And I hope they give this guy the full hand of justice. And he's going to have a nice time in prison. Matter of fact, he's not. They're not going to let him. But, y'all, go down in the comment section. Tell me what you think of this story. What was your thoughts when you first seen this tragic situation with Miss Sonya Massey? Some videos just popped up on your screen to go in depth in the channel, what I talk about if you're finding me for the very first time. I am Dutch the Creator, and this has been an episode of Inside the Culture Podcast, and I think we just went inside some ugly parts that affect our culture. I'm out. Peace.